Welcome to episode 28 of Let's Play SimCity 4. Yep, that's right, that's the game we're playing. Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're returning to Epic Cove, and I must inform you that I actually recorded a fair bit of stuff before. But unfortunately, Cam Studio decided to lose the video footage. So that would have been 3 episodes, but they're now all lost to history. The audio recordings have survived, but I'm not sure if how enjoyable watching an audio recording without any video to go with it would be enjoyable. Although I had some unusually funny jokes during that time period. But anyway, what I did was I created this city here. See, within Epic Cove there's this new large town that I founded on one of the flatter portions of the islands. Now, of course, flatter is relative because it's still very hilly, as you can see. But this is one of the many small cities I wanted to build on this beautiful scenic landscape. So, well, basically, there was 40 minutes of building this, which was lost, which is sad, but at least I can still give you a tour around. First of all, I decided to build a power plant up here on top of the hill, a wind farm, more accurately. And down here in the city, I wanted to start it by building public amenities right in the center, like the medical center, police station, fire station. And if you zoom out, they're roughly in the center of the city. And I wanted to make it so that the radius of these places would encompass the entire small city. So, outwards from there I built. If you can see here, there's a church. If you remember this covered bridge from before. And right here is one of 2 car ferries. I put one here, and I put one over here. And these will serve to connect this town with other towns and other places in Epic Cove. Right now, no one's using them because there's nowhere for them to go, really. But as you can see, we already have some mansions here. Yes, they all love me, I know. We have a medium wealth condo here. But for the most part, this city is still working class. So, I promised I'd use one of your names for this city. Got my paper right here, you can hear. Alright, so I have a list. Which name shall I pick? Well, first let me pick the signs. Put one right here. Let's call this there we go. McGinnon's Cape. Or MacGinnon's Cape. I've never been the master of pronouncing things, but I think that's a good name for this town. So what we shall do is, now keep in mind I still want names for streets and stuff. So if you want to name a street in here, give me a recommendation and I'll put it in for you if I like it, which I probably will. But I'm going to call this High Street because it's pretty high at the end of the town. We're going to call this Wind Farm Road because it goes to the wind farm. And the road that goes to the covered bridges, we're going to call Covered Bridge Road. Actually, Covered Bridge Street. There we go. Alright. So, that's a pretty cool thing. But as you can see, that's all I've done, and as big as a small town might be, it is still a speck in this very large Epic Cove. I mean, look at it. It's just this little place sitting right there. Now, as I scan over this area, there's plenty of other places where a small city could be built. And we will build some more small cities. But not for now. What we're going to do now is return to the region and make a new city. The main thing I want to do is connect Epic Cove to the rest of the cities by developing one of the tiles in between. And so we're going to build right here in this very small tile. And I have a name picked out. I bet the person who suggests name is going to hardly believe I'm actually going to use it. But, of course, we're not using the name yet. We got to rectify the boundaries. Here we go. The annoying thing is, I wish they had an option for rectifying the boundaries with areas that connected to cities you've already developed versus areas that you haven't touched yet. But that's alright. We can easily work around that. Because now we just can't touch this side or this side. On this side is the city of Ironton, and on this side is, of course, Epic Cove. Did I just say Epic Cove? I think I did, but that's okay. I can say whatever I want, and it doesn't matter how much sense it makes. It's a wonderful thing. Making sense is highly overrated. Don't you agree? Yes, of course you do. I'm glad you agree. Whoa. There we go. There's no reason this city can't be mostly flat. Kind of an interesting landform right here, but I kind of like it actually. And let's put some trees. Now this area is going to be almost extensively urban, so oh, what the heck, let's give it a little green belt along this strange formation. I'll do my best to keep it a green belt too. Alrighty. Well, there we go. I like this city a lot. We're going to call this, and you're probably not going to believe I'm using this name. Alright. Lichtenforden Damer Bomb Bidet Burger. There we go. It's perfect. Everyone will be able to pronounce that on their first time instantly. Yes, I love a name that's just so so easy to use. Alright. Damn phone. Anyway, who should be the mayor of this place? Let's see, what's near me again? Nope, Turkey Hill Lemonade, I already used you. Here we go. Spearmint gum. There we go. Another product is going to be a mayor. So here we go. Our new little city. Now, let's build it up. the very first thing we're going to do to build the city, before we build even as much as a power plant, is build a seaport. And why, might you ask, are we building a seaport? Because I want this to be a main shipping city. So there we have it. There's our seaport. I wonder if I can connect up the rails to the seaport. No? Okay, well that's fine. But there we go. There, ladies and gentlemen, is our port. So what we're going to do right now, because we can, is extend this boulevard down. Now what I'm hoping happens is that there is a lot of commuters from Epic Cove to this city, as it will be a major industrial city. So, in the spirit of that, we're going to build a big old boulevard. And there we have it, connecting right up. And we'll work on that next time we go back to Epic Cove. And of course we need some kind of bridge across this gap. Let's see, how high or low can we build it? There we go. Or we could use one of these. It's fun to experiment with different bridge types. Ooh, look at that. You know, it always looks kind of crappy on smaller crossings, but a big one like this looks quite nice. Alright. And there we go. That should do it. And we're going to put in some ferry terminals. We're going to put one right here next to the seaport. One over here across the river. This will be a very confusing intersection for anyone wishing to use it. And we're even going to place one over here. I might need to do some land smoothing first. Getting land ready for a ferry terminal is kind of a difficult thing to do. That might be too high. We're going to try it. Yeah, still too high. Alright, let's see what we get here. There we go. A ferry terminal, and I think we need a bridge too. Well, we can't have one that's too low for ferries. Well, I think that's our only option, the raised road. Well, there we have it. The very beginning of what could be a very neat place. So join us next time in which we expand.